Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Happy Harris, and today we're going to be looking at some kind of news, kind of updates. So it'll be what we're getting from the developers about a new DLC that's coming. So it looks like we're going to be getting a level 8. And also I think that we're going to be getting version 2.0 at the same time. So there's a couple of things I wanted to suggest to the developers, and I'm going to be going over those in this video. So first off, we'll go over the concept art that the developers have released, and as you can see here, it's mostly like big trees, and they have no idea what monsters are going to inhabit this area. Probably like nymphs or something like that, or fairies. I'm not 100% sure. And as well, so not sure. This is the second leak that they gave. Now I'm not sure if like this is ground level and then there's a whole world below here, or this is the world. Look, there's you dig the trees out or something, and the whole game changes, because they tried that with level 6 and 7. Tried something different, and this could be completely different to what we expect. But as you can see here, it kind of reminds me of that Lemmings level where you have to cut through trees to get to the end. But regardless, it looks like you set up your base, or maybe you spawn here, you make your base, and then you can go up into whatever these trees are and explore the I don't know, AI. There might be a neutral AI or a friendly AI or something like that. And there's more trees over here, and it's going to be, yeah. So I'm not sure what to make of this one. Enemy concept buildings, right? So this right here, I can tell you right now, it's going to work somewhat like a pyramid. So this will be above the ground, and this will be below the ground, and you'd probably have to destroy something in here to you won't be able to cast portals near this thing. So you'll have to enter it and navigate it and destroy. I don't know what that says. No idea what that says. It's kind of creepy. Okay, yeah. And then this looks like something that randomly spawns. Kind of like a grotto or a mine. So this gives me the impression that there is going to be a lower level to under the trees, which is odd, but which is what I want. I want to be able to dig down, like I like to explore unknown areas. But yeah, that last screenshot didn't really give us much information to go off. In the depths of the world, this is what the bottom of the level is going to look like. So water and a temple of some sort, something. These are terrible sounds. It's better not to go here. There might be a boss down here or something, which would be interesting. And I wonder if you need the boss's DLC to get down here. I'm not sure. But yeah, so they're the three leaks that we've gotten so far. And so far it's looking like level 8, and then what I think is going to happen is they're going to release 2.0. So looking ahead to 2.0, what I hope to get added, what I hope gets added. Now before I continue, I just have to give a big thank you to everyone, because I'm just a small YouTuber, and I only have a few subscribers, but we've reached a milestone, and that's 250 subscribers. So thank you for the support, and thank you for tuning in, and I really appreciate it. What I do is just for fun, and I'm glad to know that people enjoy my content. And speaking of content, I know a lot of people have been waiting for episode 7 of the playthrough of the campaign, which, as you can see here, level 7, Heart of Evil. I've got the footage, it's ready to go, I just need to record it. I promise it'll be out by the end of this week. So yeah, look forward to that. So let's jump into some what I hope gets added to 2.0 if we get patch 2.0. Because 2.0 is a big deal. So this is my biggest change. You know, I'm not going to have a lot of suggestions that are this big, but as you can see, the dwarf here has been completely changed. No longer have the skill tree or the skills. You do, but you have to click on this button here, and this page will come up with all the skills. So you start with all the skills at zero. Yeah, so a dwarf has every skill to start with. And also, you have 2 new ring slots. Because, let's be honest, ring slots, this is the best setup for a dwarf right now. A large backpack and climbing gear. Some people like wyverns. I don't find them as useful as climbing gear. Climbing gear is just, it's extremely useful compared to a wyvern or a jetpack with the Invasion DLC. So climbing gear is just so much better. So there's no reason to put rings on. So I'm suggesting that maybe give us some accessories to add rings into, so that we'll start using rings. And you don't get very many of them, so well you got to choose wisely which dwarf has which one. And you can level up your skills individually, and I put this rank here, that's just a suggestion, I don't know. Like, he's a novice because he doesn't know anything, or, you know, he's an amateur, something like that. And when he gets really high level, this will change into like expert and master and all that. Yeah, so also, why not add these two skills here? Scholar and Alchemist. Scholar is working on the library, or librarian, or scholar. So they increases the speed at which they learn talents, or they write up talents. And Alchemist obviously working on the laboratory. So yeah, that's just a quick suggestion. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So you could just add that. I don't know, but I'd love this overhaul for 2.0. 2.0 is a big deal. It's like a birthday party. You know, it's huge. So I just hope they add that in. These 2 skills, not so much. I think they should be added, but this overhaul, I think I would love it if they did this. Okay, moving on. Now these are all the books, right? I think these should be craftable. And I know I've got a lot here, but this is just an example. I reckon you should be able to make these, like let's say this book here, a bit of paper, some ink, and a bit of wood. And then you can make it at the library. You know, you just make as many as you want, instead of paying 2 gold at the store for 1 book. Because, like, yeah, I mean, I bought these ones here. As you can see, I've got a lot of them. But all the rest of these are how much you find throughout the game. You are never going to fill up a dwarf's skill meter with this amount of books. And then you got 10 or 12 other dwarfs to worry about. So it's, yeah, I don't know. You should be able to make books. At least I think you should. So earlier I spoke about adding jewelry into the game, or adding a slot for jewelry. But other things come along with that too. Like, for instance, Jewelry Master in the tech tree, Jewelry Basic, Jewelry Advanced, Jewelry Expert, and Jewelry Master. And you can add all different types of jewelry, and I only put 2 examples here. But yeah, you could make so many cool jewelry items that just add to attack speed, add to attack damage, you know, add to monster killing, different types of monsters you do extra damage to, add to ore mining. You know, there's so many things you could tinker with that would add so much to this game. You could even make a whole DLC out of it, the jewelry DLC. or you know, the I don't know, something like that. And I just think that would be really cool. And you could, you know, $2 for the whole DLC, and it adds jewelry. That would be cool, and 2 slots. I mean, I'd pay $2.50 for that. And you know, they've done it before. They've done a small $1.50 DLC. You know, like it's not a big price to pay. But like I said, 2.0, big deal. Usually comes with an overhaul. So I don't know. We'll just see what happens. So moving on, I think these should be craftable. I know it's cool that this isn't actually how much they cost. I've got a mod on at the moment that reduces the cost so that I can test stuff out in videos faster. So these are 65, I think, and that's a lot for something like this. These are like 15 gold coins, and yeah, actually I think they are 35. But these should be craftable. You know, maybe use raw materials to make these, and with some mithril or something like that. And yeah, I think it should be craftable, along with a lot of other things that should be craftable but aren't, such as guardian armor and mountain gear armor and like stuff like that. Yeah. So more potions, please. Yeah, you can't make these large health potions. You can only find them. Same with large mana potions. Maybe some buff potions. I saw there's a potion called Battle Frenzy, or sorry, Orc's Blood. It's a Battle Frenzy potion. I would love to be able to craft that. I don't know why you can't. I think you can craft it at level 7, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out in the video later this week, shall we? You know, like Potion of Hardness or something like that, you know. Stone Skin, yeah, you know, increases your armor for a certain amount of time. A Speed Potion, so you don't have to drink. So, you know, there's stuff like that, you know. That would be really cool. Add some more potions, yeah. Put the lab to good use, you know. Okay, this mining gear should have increased mining skill, because there's a whole set of mining gear that you can get, and it does nothing. Also, you should be able to make mining gear. That's another thing you should be able to make. But mining gear should increase your pickaxe skill. And having said that, I didn't actually do a mock-up, but what about adding some archer's gear? You know, some leather armor? I know we have leather armor, but what about leather armor that increases your accuracy with bows, or increases your range with bows, or it does something to, or increases your skill with bows? So if your actual attribute, your skill attribute, you have archery, it increases that. We already have mage armor, and that does that, you know, for mages. But what about the archers? What about the miners left behind? Don't need to worry about swordsmen, because I mean they have shields, so they're all about tanking damage rather than dealing it. Even though a mithril sword is quite strong, it's all about, you know, dealing. But you could have combat armor, you know, like maybe a gi, you know, like Japanese ordnance. Maybe, I don't know, like there are monks that wear gis, so not gis, something along those lines, you know, combat armor. Yeah, so yeah. Now more statues, please. Like here's a statue of a dwarf bowman, and here's a statue of a dwarf mage. The current statue in the game, one of them increases your melee damage, your warrior damage, or your warrior skill by 5% or 10%, one of those two, and the other one increases your mining skill by 5%. So basically, if you're a mage or an archer, you get screwed, because neither of those statues do anything for you except increase your mining. But more statues. Like, you could go even further than this. You could make a little dollar DLC and just call it the statues DLC, and then you can get a statue for logging, you can get a statue for alchemy, you can get a statue for swimming, you know, like, and people will build them and put them in their base, and it'll look really nice, and you can put them all over the place. You know, we have hero statues, we have 2 statues at the moment. The ice sculpture does nothing. I don't know why we have that thing. But you know, the ice sculpture could be changed. Maybe the ice sculpture could do something. You know, it's stuff like that, you know. But yeah, these statues would be a great idea, I think. And like I said, you could make it a DLC, just $1. Fuck, I'll pay that. I don't know about you guys. I see a lot of people, they have maybe 50% of the DLCs, and like I buy everything for this game. I've spent nearly 3,000 hours in it. I don't mind. It's cheap. It really is. Okay, so this is my next suggestion. These skills, Harding increased to level 20. Now, this is not in the game. I've added this. This is an edited photo. When this first came out, when the scrolls, the library, first got added into the game a couple of patches ago, or about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, I'm not sure. It used to pop up and pause the game, like you just went up a level, or you finished a tech tree. It used to pause the game and tell you Harding increased to level 20. Now it doesn't say anything. So just a little notification on this sidebar, just notifying you that you've increased a level would be nice, because I've been doing a lot of testing and I don't know if I've gone up a level. I have to check it every like five minutes to see what's going on, you know. So yeah, that would be useful to know. Yeah. Okay, this one is all about game speed. Now, this thing has just about to drop a drop pod, and the game speed gets frozen to 1. Whatever it's set to, it changes to 1. Now, I'm not just talking about aliens, I'm talking about everything. When Tamak first shows up, the big stone giant in level 4, level 4, underground. When he first shows up, the game speed goes to 1. When the Pandora's box first appears, the game speed goes to 1. Now, what are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? I'm on 2% to begin with. I don't want my game to be on 1% at all. Like, the game starts up at 1%. I want it to be on 2. I don't understand people. I don't know anyone who plays on 1%. 2% is where it's at. In fact, why not go even further? Why not 3%? Like, I know you're having problems with RAM leakage and all that crap, and alt-tabbing out of the game causes RAM leakage. I remember those days, and people are well aware of that fact now, and that's more of a developer problem than it is a customer problem. You know, 3 times 3 would be great. If you can do it, but the other would be great. But stop reducing the speed to times 1. No one wants to see the event. Just let it happen in real time at 2%. It's just at 2 times. It just doesn't make any sense. Another thing that I find ridiculous is multiplayer is played in 1.5% times. Like, that is not fast enough. This game takes a long time, and I just can't play multiplayer because it's on 1.5. That's just ridiculous. So, yes, please stop reducing the game speed to 1 whenever there's an event, and fix the multiplayer, make it 2 times. I don't know why it has to be 1.5. Next thing, this is more of a bug fix. Fortify the house doesn't work with steel. I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but yeah, you can put steel all the way around your house. You can have 100% approval, 100% home comfort, and Fortify the house won't finish. It just won't. So steel doesn't work. I don't know why, it just doesn't. So yeah, fix that please, if you can. Another bug fix, during the Halloween event, static defense doesn't count. When you kill a zombie with static defense, it doesn't count towards zombie killing. Now I don't know if this is a balance, if this is actually the way it's supposed to be, but if you want the rewards, because you get better rewards from the drops if you get 3 stars on a zombie night. So you have to literally go out of your way to get 3 stars. You have to kill them before the towers get involved. Because if these towers kill the zombies, you get nothing, no reward. And it's really hard to kill once you start getting up into 55 zombies, 65 zombies in one night. These towers will ruin your day if they kill like 5 or 6, because you won't get 3 stars, and you won't get the reward. So it's just as simple as that, really. I just fix this. That's annoying. It's really annoying. Okay. So yeah, this is something I noticed because I've been doing a lot of testing. Why is the use button up there? I click on this item and the use button's up here. That doesn't make any sense. Like, if I could double click on this and use it, I could double click on this backpack and it'll get equipped, but if I double click on this potion, nothing happens. So like, move this use button or let me double click on items. This is just, I don't know what this is. Is this a mistake? Is it supposed to be down here and it's just like offset for some weird reason? Like, it happens on all of these books as well as potions. The use button is above. Like, if I click on this one, the use button will be up here. Another thing, if you use a potion, not this potion, but a healing potion, it'll have the option use to full. Why can't you add that to books? Use to full. Like, you know, three of these books, I click on that, use to full. It'll use all 3 books, and I'll only get like 25 or something like that. But you know, that's still plenty. But yeah, a use to full with button would be great. If you add in the changes that we can make books, we'll be able to get there faster. But yeah, I don't know why this use button's up there. I think that's just a bug. I honestly think the offset or the Y value was off, and this just hasn't been pointed out to anyone. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for this video. That's what I hope to see from 2.0, patch 2.0, if we get 2.0, and also I showed you what we know so far about the next DLC, and I suggested a couple of DLCs of my own. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see from the developers at the moment. What you want to see from the new DLC, what you think about, you know, the new monsters, or if we're going to have fairies or something like that, or on the other hand, what changes do you want to see if they do a big patch? Like a 2.0 patch is a big deal, you know. What would you like to see? Anyway, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. If you didn't, let me know. Hit the dislike button. You know, you got to tell me, and comment below your thoughts, and yeah, thanks for watching. As always, be good to your mother, and I'll see you next time. Peace.